So we're going to jump right into this one. You might have a common chip or hole like this in your driveway, your sidewalk, or more likely even a concrete step where that edge actually chips off. Don't worry, super approachable project. All you need, cordless drill like this. I prefer a nylon cup bristle brush, old hammer, or a chisel to knock out any loose concrete, maybe a wire bristle brush if you do not have the nylon cup bristle, some gloves. Don't forget your bonding adhesive, very critical, and an old brush or a cheap brush to spread that on, simple sponge, and some quick setting cement from Quikrete with a margin trowel. I like to use a little Tupperware container that helps me get the right mix to cement to water, and then I just have some water there that I'll use for the mixing and also cleaning up after the project. So you can take the chip out. Hopefully it's as easy as that. Maybe you need to get your hammer or chisel out, and you do not want any loose concrete on the existing pad that we're going to patch. So go ahead and work that surface, getting it vegetation or anything out, and then use that nylon cup bristle, and it really does a great job in cleaning this up with little effort. Gets all that dirt and debris and any loose concrete off without any issue. Then I'm going to dampen down the surface. I'm not going to soak it, but I do want that wet. And that's even before I come back in with a Quikrete bonding adhesive, which I'm going to apply just to the patch area. Don't get that all over the place, just to the patch area, and then spread that out with your brush, making sure it covers the complete patch so we get a good bond between the new material and the existing pad. Once that's done, let's go ahead and mix it up. So 4-to-1 or 5-to-1. Here I do one Tupperware container and then just a quarter. But as you see, it's pretty forgiving. I go really wet at the start, so I got to go back through and get a little bit more cement to get that right consistency. But you can go back and forth. You have about 5 minutes to 10 minutes to work with this material before it really starts to set up on you. So don't wait too long. But assuming you have everything with you and you're not running in and out of your garage, you have some time to go back and forth. And the consistency is kind of a peanut butter spread here. You do want to be able to work with it, and you don't want it setting up quite yet, or you're going to get yourself into a little bit of an issue. Now we'll go ahead and go back over to our area, and we'll start to apply the cement down, and just taking our time and not putting, I don't like to put too much so I'm cleaning up a mess. And I'm also going to be working that edge a little bit to get it rounded off to try to match up with the existing surface. It doesn't have to be perfect, and you do not need to overwork it at this stage. You just want to get the overall amount in place and get it smoothed off, and then we'll come back here in a minute and try to get a nice finish on it. So after about 5 minutes up to about 10 minutes, you can come back through with a damp sponge and just scrape it across that surface, and that will roughen it up a little bit. But don't forget, don't leave that gray haze on the existing concrete or it'll dry like that. So clean it up where you only have the patch showing and all the extra material is off your existing driveway or sidewalk. So it's been about an hour. Now you're not going to see the actual color it's going to set up to for days and days once it fully cures to see how that blends in. If you want to see this one, how it fully cures, I do put these type of updates in my email list. So we send out an email announcing the video, but also put updates such as what does it look like start to finish after multiple days or even weeks, so you can really see what that end product is. There's a link in the description if you want to be included on the email list. One thing I do want to note on this diagram of a step, so if we actually had the full edge of the step broken off, the quick setting cement that we use today is used for the core of that actual patch. So that would be ideal for this blue cross hatch, but in the vertical black hatch here, that would be less than 1/2 of an inch or down to 1/4 of an inch. That would be considered feathering, and this is not the right product for that. If you go too thin with this product, it'll just flake off after a few months or so. So you want a different type of product. It's a vinyl-based product, and again, you'll see the link in the description for that reference. Now, if you want to see how I actually handled a very large, jagged crack between two pads on the sidewalk and actually used a pool noodle, check out this video right here. I'll walk you through the complete process, and I can say, even though most don't believe it, that is still holding up strong 1 year later. So thanks for joining me on this video, and we'll catch you on that next one. Take care.